Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the city of Greensboro. The Greensboro Police Department is offering the community awareness training classes on responding to an active shooter situation. This training will teach residents how to personally prepare for active shooters and explain law enforcement's response to active shooters. The training will take place at 12 p.m. on Tuesday, November 20th, and again at 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday, November 27th. The interactive sessions will be held at Greensboro Police Headquarters located downtown at 100 East Police Plaza. The classes are free, but participants need to register in advance. Chief Wayne Scott says this training is frequently requested by the public. This is GPD's way of educating our community on topics that are important. Again, registration is required for the active shooter training classes. To reserve a seat, call the Office of Community Engagement at 336-373-2636 or send an email to communityengagement@greensboro-nc.gov. The city's Field Operations Department is asking residents who have extensive tree damage caused by Tropical Storm Michael to report it to the city by Monday, November 26th. This option applies if you're not able to prepare the storm debris to meet yard waste standards. To request assistance with collecting storm debris, either call the contact center at 336-373-2489, select the Report and Issue option on the GSO Collects app, or send an email to the contact center. Make sure to include your name, address, and phone number. Here are some tips on how to prepare yard waste if you want it to be collected on your regular trash collection day. Place all items inside of a 32-gallon trash can. Use heavy-duty clear plastic bags since no other bags will be collected. Tie the yard waste in bundles that are not more than 5 feet long. Keep in mind, cans, bags, or bundles must not weigh more than 50 pounds. The Stephen Tanger Center for the Performing Arts is the recipient of more than $1 million in private donations from the Schiffman and Corey families. The Schiffman's generous $525,000 donation is dedicated to naming rights for the Schiffman's Ring of Light that will be suspended above the seating area of the Kaplan Theater. The structure will consist of 60 illuminated pieces that will provide a unique timed countdown to the start of every Tanger Center performance. Lane Schiffman, Vice President of Schiffman's Jewelers, says our family business has been an integral part of this community for more than 125 years, and we are thrilled to add our name to a venue that will be a tremendous asset for Greensboro and bring first-class live entertainment to our city. The Corey family's impressive $500,000 donation supports naming rights for the Tanger Center's third-floor pre-function ballroom, which is representative of the hospitality focus of the 66-year-old family-owned business. Stephen Shofety, president of Corey Corporation, says, "We are pleased to participate in this public-private partnership that will create a stimulus for the center city and provide diverse programming for the enjoyment of the community." The Stephen Tanger Center for the Performing Arts is scheduled to open in March 2020. The state-of-the-art facility's seating capacity will exceed 3,000. Located in downtown Greensboro, the Tanger Center will host approximately 150 events per year and will be managed by the staff of the Greensboro Coliseum Complex. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's news for your health.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kate Tabori, and I'm with LeBauer Primary Care at MedCenter High Point, and today we're going to talk about ways to prevent the cold and flu. So why don't you join me? So frequently we get asked, what is the difference between a cold and the flu? They're both viral illnesses, however, a cold is the less severe of the two, typically with a runny nose, maybe a sore throat, some cough and congestion, whereas the flu is on the more severe end of the spectrum, typically with fevers, severe body aches, and you can tell exactly the time when your flu started because it's a sudden onset. So other important information you need heading into the cold and flu season to keep your family and yourself healthy are how to prevent getting colds and flus. So the most important thing you and your family can do is get the flu shot. That means everyone over 6 years old and who doesn't have a contraindication, and I mean allergy, should be getting the flu shot. Sorry, that's you. Other things you need to do are hand washing, good old-fashioned soap and water. They recommend doing it for 20 seconds or as long as it takes to sing happy birthday. I'll spare you. But it is important because that effectively kills the virus. The other things you can certainly do are making sure you are getting plenty of sleep because that keeps your immune system healthy, lots of fruits and vegetables, plenty of water, and regular exercise is also a good boost to the immune system. Other things you can do are already provided for you in the community. When grocery shopping or shopping at one of the large chains, use one of the hand sanitizers to clean your cart. Because if someone before you and then touches, shops, guess who's going to be the beneficiary of those germs? You are. So, what you need to do, flu shot for everyone, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, fruits and vegetables, regular exercise, lots of water, wash your hands, and make sure you use those wipes when available. Other thing is, make sure you carry your own pen. You'd be surprised how dirty those things are. A simple way to keep you and your family healthy is how you cover your cough or sneeze. And the old way, where we used our hands, well, that doesn't work out so well. Cough, touch, kind of gross. You've now left those who come behind you susceptible to your germs. So what we recommend and try and teach even our youngest patients is to cover your cough or sneeze like this. That way, your hand is still clean and free to touch doorknobs, pens, counters, or cabinets without getting those behind you sick. Typically, the next question we hear is, well, if I know it's a cold or I know it's the flu, when do I go and see my doctor? The answer to that question is, if you have the cold, we recommend that you stay home and treat supportively with over-the-counter measures such as cough syrups, decongestants, and maybe pain relievers such as Tylenol or ibuprofen. Whereas if it's the flu and you're suffering from high fevers that don't go away with Tylenol or ibuprofen, severe headaches, any shortness of breath or chest pain, we recommend that you call your doctor and schedule an appointment. The other people who need an appointment to be seen are those people who fall under the category of chronic medical conditions, or the very young, under 2, or the older people in the community. Thanks for joining me today. Hopefully, I've given you and your family some good information to keep you healthy this winter. Remember, get those flu shots, wash your hands, and hopefully I'll see you and your family somewhere other than the doctor's office. I'm Dr. Kate Tabori, and for more information, go to conehealth.com.
The city's recycling reduction team is still hard at work inspecting containers for items that cannot be recycled. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The city's waste reduction team has inspected more than 18,000 recycling containers in an effort to reduce the amount of non-recyclable material going to the recycling center. The Recycle Right campaign started in July to provide extra recycling education to thousands of households. There have been more than 5,000 instances when residents did not follow the city's recycling rules. The waste reduction team issued warnings, which are not considered a fine. The warnings are intended to remind residents of the recycling guidelines. After 3 violations, 14 households had their cans removed. Residents can get the containers back after they meet with the waste reduction team. As of November 5th, the Recycle Right campaign has issued more than 5,000 first-time violations, more than 370 second-time violations, and nearly 60 third-time violations. Citywide, approximately 22% of the material placed in recycling cans is not recyclable. That figure far exceeds the national averages of 5 to 10%. Residents can download the free GSO Collects app, which provides recycling collection reminders and a search feature to find out what can be recycled. For more information, visit the city's website. The Greensboro Police Department is accepting applications for its 2019 Police Citizens Academy until Friday, December 7th. This program is ideal for anyone who wants to make a difference in the community. Designed to be hands-on and interactive, the Academy's 13 sessions include demonstrations, practical exercises, and ample time for questions and answers. Senior GPD employees will cover topics including problem-oriented policing, constitutional law, forensic services, special teams, and patrol operations. Participants will also ride along with GPD officers, undergo the challenge of a simulated field encounter using the firearms training system, and learn about police defensive tactics. Chief Wayne Scott says the Greensboro Police Citizens Academy is just the start of our relationship with the residents who participate in the program. We want our graduates to take what they've learned to improve the quality of life in their neighborhoods. The Greensboro Police Citizens Academy meets every Thursday beginning on February 7th, 2019. There will be a graduation ceremony on May 9th, 2019. Greensboro residents who are at least 18 years old are eligible to apply. Leaves are floating through the air and piling up in yards across the city. The first round of loose leaf collection will end on December 22nd. If you don't gather your leaves before then, the trucks will make a second trip from December 27th through January 25th. To find out where your neighborhood falls on the pickup schedule, visit the city's website to access the interactive map. Meantime, the city offers the following tips for a successful loose leaf collection season. Rake the leaves to the edge of your yard, behind the curb, not in the street or on the sidewalk. Remove all sticks, rocks, and other debris that may damage city equipment, and do not park vehicles on, in front of, or near piles of leaves. The city also offers a yard waste program to dispose of leaves throughout the year. Residents can place leaves in clear plastic bags or in a plastic or metal garbage can and set them at the curb on regular trash collection days. The leaves are converted into compost, which is sold at the White Street landfill located at 2503 White Street. In an effort to spotlight and celebrate local artists, business owners, community builders, and essentially the next generation of leaders, the city is proud to partner with Action Greensboro to introduce our Made in Greensboro series. This day, we place the spotlight on Zumba enthusiast and instructor Vaughn Gossi. At first, Vaughn Gossi didn't think Zumba could be a real workout, but once he started, he couldn't get enough. Zumba is a popular cardio dance fitness program of movements inspired by Latin American dance music. It's a global phenomenon which has captured more than 15 million people in 200,000 locations across 180 countries. Now, Vaughn travels the world as one of 200 Zumba jammers who help existing instructors enhance their classes through new choreography and techniques. You can find him right here in Greensboro, where he leads a group of more than 75 people twice a week between the Brassfield and Wendover Gold's gyms in Greensboro and Jamestown. By day, the UNCG alumnus is a business analyst for the Fortune 500 healthcare company United Health Group, which he says helps him run his career as a Zumba instructor. Vaughn also participates in Zumbathons to raise money to support organizations like the American Heart Association and Susan G. Komen. He donates his time as a Zumba instructor to at least one charity a month. To learn more about Made in Greensboro or to see more images taken by photographers Jerry Walford and Scott Mothersbaugh, visit the Action Greensboro website at madeingso.com. Greensboro has a built-in source of future employees, being home to 7 universities within the city limits. A new initiative sets out to entice college grads to call the Gate City home after graduation. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about the focus of Campus Greensboro. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Greensboro leaders and employers are making a conscious decision to get a return on the investment of having so many college campuses within the city limits. Joining me now to tell us about an effort to give college grads a reason to stay after graduation is Lizzie Tsuda. She directs Campus Greensboro, an initiative of Action Greensboro. Hello, Lizzie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me about Campus Greensboro and what sparked the need for this initiative.
Absolutely. So we have over 50,000 college students in Greensboro, among 7 colleges and universities. And so having that many students, we're seeing still a decline in the millennial population in our young talent pool. Knowing that, we're seeing these students who we're holding as they're on campus, but we're not having them ingrained in our community as their college students. And so they're leaving Greensboro for bigger cities, thinking that there's more opportunity there. We know that that's simply not true. So we're looking to, enhance that industry awareness and help students find career opportunities here in Greensboro.
Okay, and as you're trying to make this happen, what are your immediate goals and objectives?
Sure. So our immediate goals focus around industry awareness and soft skills. We know that a lot of students aren't aware of what types of industries and jobs are here, and that's kind of the first step. But we also know that just like college students around the country, soft skills are an area that employers say that students lack when they're interviewing, when they're in the job, etc. So we want to make sure that our local talent is top-notch in all areas, including soft skills. So we do this through a couple different efforts. The first being that we have a summer fellows program, which is a 10-week summer program where students intern with various employers around the city. And on top of their internship, they also get to go through supplemental training in leadership development and professional development. They get matched with a community leader mentor. They get to go through several networking receptions and other social events to help them feel like a young professional in our city and not just as a student.
Yes, and you have quite a few students who take advantage of this program. I've met several of them, and these are real work experiences that you offer them with major corporations and sometimes local government, so it's a really good mix.
Absolutely. We work with global corporations, nonprofits, startups, government entities, and everything in between. So really there's an opportunity for any student regardless of their interest.
Okay, so tell me, once they have had this experience, obviously it's going to be beneficial to them in preparation before they finish their graduate degree. Beyond that, how is it panning out for the students who've already gone through this?
Sure. So we found that a lot of the students haven't graduated yet, and so we don't know if our retention efforts are working exactly. We do know, as through our pre and our post surveys with the students, that they're having an increase in excitement of staying here post graduation. This past summer, we had 114 students in the program, and 89% of them after the program said that they could see themselves making Greensboro home, and that is a really large percentage. So we were really excited to see that this program was at least kind of planting those seeds, even though they haven't graduated and moved on yet.
Okay, so obviously you need community buy-in and support. This isn't just a university component. We have a lot of employers, as you've already mentioned. How can they be part of this, and what are you looking for in terms of participation?
Sure. We'd love to have more employer partners. Right now I'm working with about 43 different organizations, but there's always room for more. Anybody who's interested in being part of this can email me or go to our website at campusgreensboro.org. Another, kind of community engagement with this is to talk to our parents in the community. Even if their student is not local, maybe they're going to another university in the state, they can still come back to Greensboro for the summer, be part of this program. So we also hope that those parents see that as well.
Okay, and is there any limit to the number of students that you can host from one summer to the next?
So we've grown the program significantly since the start. So this past summer, we had 114 students. This was our third summer. The first summer, we only had 36 students. So you can see we've expanded quite a bit. This summer, we're hoping to have 175 students in the program.
Okay, well, good luck with that. We certainly appreciate you, Lizzie, for taking time to stop by and tell us about Campus Greensboro, this new initiative. Best of luck as you get that off the ground. I hope you'll come back and give us updates on your progress.
Definitely. Thank you again.
Thank you. Stay tuned for a little-known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. One way to stay informed about what's happening in the city is by attending or tuning in to city council meetings. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot attend, we broadcast the meetings live right here on GTN, and we also stream the meetings live on the city's website. Council meetings take place at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesdays of the month on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The first meeting of the month includes public comments and special presentations. Meetings on the third Tuesday of the month focus on public hearings and city business. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. If you haven't already attended one of the events, the 2018-2019 Opus concert season is underway. Admission to all concerts is free, but donations are always appreciated. The remainder of the fall season includes the following concerts. The Greensboro Oratorio Singers will perform on Tuesday, November 27th at 7 p.m. at Carolina Theater on South Green Street, and the Greensboro Youth Jazz Ensemble will perform on Sunday, December 2nd at 3 p.m. at Trinity Church on West Friendly Avenue. This is an opportunity to give to those in need. New unwrapped toys will be accepted for Fox 8 Gifts for Kids at each of these concerts. For more information about the Opus concert series, call the Music Center at 336-373-2549 or visit their website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Jody. Need something to do after you fill up on turkey? We've got you covered. If you're looking for some excitement, your very own NBA G League team has you covered. This Friday and Saturday, the Greensboro Swarm will be hosting the Erie Bayhawks and Canada's Raptors 905 respectively. Both games begin at 7 p.m. at the Fieldhouse at the Greensboro Coliseum. Be sure to come out and watch the action. For tickets, visit greensborocoliseum.com. Also happening at the Coliseum this weekend is the 45th Annual Craftsman's Classics Christmas Art and Craft Festival. This event features original designs and work from hundreds of talented artists and craftspeople from across America. See the creative process in action as many exhibitors demonstrate throughout the weekend. There's something for every style, taste, and budget with items from the most traditional to the most contemporary. So if you haven't got that perfect gift yet, this is the show for you. For ticket information as well as event times, visit greensborocoliseum.com. This Sunday, come out to the Greensboro History Museum for their Museum Store Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Shop at the museum shop and support all the great programs at the Greensboro History Museum. Here's another opportunity to get that perfect gift while supporting a good cause. For museum hours or general information, visit gcmuseum.org. On Tuesday, November 27th, the city will host Planet GSO Cafe, a community conversation about Greensboro's future at the Smith Senior Center. Come to the drop-in portion anytime from 4 to 5:30 p.m. or for the formal cafe session beginning at 5:45 p.m. For more information, visit greensboro-nc.gov/planetgso. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN and have a safe and happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has 23 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Today we place the spotlight on the city as a whole. Greensboro will look a little greener this month as a result of community volunteers and city staff planting trees at the Greensboro Interactive Resource Center on East Washington Street. The tree planting is in recognition of the city's Arbor Day and the IRC's campus renovation. Prior to the tree planting, City Council member Michelle Kennedy read a proclamation of Arbor Day in Greensboro. This planting helps the city meet criteria for designation as a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation. Greensboro has maintained this certification for the past 27 years. The program provides the framework for community forestry management for cities and towns across America. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Parks and Recreation Department. The North Carolina Recreation and Parks Association recognizes Charles Jackson by presenting him with its Meritorious Service Award. In his 25-year career, Charles has proven himself to be the epitome of a team player and has supported the city and Greensboro Parks and Recreation in a variety of ways. Charles recently was promoted to serve as the division manager of the Community Recreation Services. He is well connected within the Greensboro community and truly believes in the value of providing exceptional leisure experiences. Congratulations, Charles, and thank you for all you do to make recreation possible. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.